Hello, everyone. My name is Thomas. I'm a new streamer slash content creator for Twitch and YouTube. I started Twitch a couple of months ago and just now recently started multi streaming to YouTube. And this is the first video that I'm making specifically for YouTube. I wanted to make this video as a thoughts and impressions video regarding the Insta360 Link 2C camera. It is a webcam that has come out a few months ago. I'm sure you've probably seen tons of other reviews regarding it, but I wanted to point out a few things that I think the majority of reviews either gloss over or don't really address. I think obviously with this being my first video, I'm not getting any kind of sponsorships. I'm not getting merchandise sent to me, and so these are obviously my own opinions of it. And honestly, with the overwhelmingly positive reviews that this camera has gotten from other uh, channels, I gotta say I was expecting more. Um, This is what I'm filming the video on right now. I've done a little bit of color correction on it to get a little bit more natural lighting and color on it. I obviously don't have the most optimal setup, having just started. I don't have big fancy key lights, and this is a little bit darker of an environment, but this is the environment that I stream in. And then, of course, the lights behind me aren't helping, but that light in particular is a heat lamp. The other light is just a balancing light for whenever I do a puppy stream, which you can see. Well, there's only one camera right now. All the other ones are much closer to the other side, but I currently have 9 puppies in that pen right there that I do a puppy stream during the day. But and they're behind me at night whenever I do stream on Twitch and YouTube. So even though this is not the most optimal lighting conditions, I still feel like this camera, given how everyone's talked about it, is very much underperforming. You can very much see the black on the dresser right here, on that curtain behind me, and in my own shirt. There's a lot of noise in the low light black areas, not very much detail in the hairs of my beard. And so I feel, even for the price, it's a little bit underwhelming. The I wanted to also bring up a alternative that some people may already know, but you already most likely carry the best webcam in your pocket right now, and that is of course your Android phone or iPhone. Uh, I'm using a uh, app called Droid Cam, and it is this app right here. This is the Google Play Store page for it. It is from Dev47 Apps. It is a Droid Cam webcam and OBS camera, so has a plugin specifically for OBS to allow it better compatibility in setting up the phone as a webcam or a camera in OBS. Um, So here in just a second, I'm about to show you a comparison. It's going to be between the Link 2C, the Samsung Galaxy S21, which is my main phone and main camera that I use for streaming right now, and a Galaxy Note 9, which is my old phone that I actually use for my puppy stream and a puppy stream during the day and puppy cam while I'm streaming in the evening. So here is the three-way camera. Insta360 in the middle, Note 9 on one side, and S21 on the other. Now you can see the S21, in my opinion, has the best camera or best image quality overall. I have tweaked the color and gamma levels on this to make it a little bit more natural, but um, even the Note 9 doesn't have as much noise in the blacks. You get a little bit more detail with the Link 2C in the hair. But again, the S21 just blows both of them out of the water, in my opinion, especially with the low level of performance of the S21. You just see much more better image quality with the blacks of the t-shirt, the blacks in the curtain, and of course the detail of the hair. I think with the S21, you can even see one of the gray hairs popping out. I think right about right there. I'm new to streaming, but I'm not by any means young. So, if you'd like to guess my age, put a comment down below. um, so this is the alternative I wanted to present to people. So the Link 2C, I mean, is not a bad webcam. I'm not gonna really talk about the AI features of it. Um, it's not the AI features are not something I'm really interested in, or not really a reason why I bought it. And if you are interested in that, there are plenty of other videos featuring the AI features of that. It could do a much better job of explaining it than I can. But my main thing was image quality. For the price, I think you can get. Um, it's not a bad webcam. The if you plan on using it just for work, there are much better quality. There are much less expensive cameras that will do the job just as well as the Link 2C, in my opinion. Especially since you're probably not going to need it as good a quality. But if you do more presentation work, especially if you're going to be standing up, the AI tracking features are much better. The whiteboard thing, that might be something that you would be interested in doing, especially if you do online presentations. If you do mostly just video calls with work, you probably don't need it. One of this quality. For streaming, this if all you're doing is game streaming, where you're going to have a little um, video of you in the corner, this would probably just be just as fine as well. Again, you probably wouldn't even need one this expensive if that's all you're going to be doing, but I do plan on doing more content creation, and I also do more full screen videos on my stream whenever I do just talking with a chat, or whenever little thing I do is whenever I get a new follow, I, at least while I have them, I grab a puppy and we do a little puppy FaceTime. And to do that with this camera, again, with the low light conditions, you're going to see a lot of the noise, especially with the blacks, and you're not going to get the detail, as detailed an image as you would an S21. Now, one of the pros of the Link 2C is the footprint. It is a much smaller device than either the Note 9 or S21, although you can get smaller smartphones in general, and you can find smartphones much cheaper or even comparable in price. The S21 on eBay I saw for anywhere between 180 to about $200, and those are functioning, good condition cell phones. You could probably find some cheaper that maybe have a cracked screen or something, that as long as you can just use the camera, you have a much cheaper version of the webcam as it is anyways. So that's what I wanted to say, just that you do have other options whenever it comes down to it. Am I going to keep it? Probably not. I'm thinking of returning it because although the form factor is much smaller, it's probably roughly not much bigger than the size of the camera module on the S21 as it is. There's also the little monitor mount that it comes with. A nice metal construction, feels good. It has a magnet right here so that you can just You don't have to screw it on or anything like that. It just snaps on and is easy to adjust. So I would say the pros of the Link 2C, again, form factor, convenience, compatibility, things like that. If you want something that's just going to be real easy plug and play, um, without having to download separate apps or fiddle with settings or anything like that, it'll it'll work just fine. Although you may also want to look at cheaper options because um, you may not need something this expensive if considering what you're using it for. Now, another thing I wanted to do, I'm going to switch back to the three uh, three Thomas camera. I'm going to take off the. Well, I'm going to switch. I'm going to take off all the color corrections that I've done to it. So that is the Link 2C. As you can see, the color has gotten much more washed out. The gamma has gone up, and when it comes to the color corrections, I would say the Note 9 is probably the most at or probably the best looking color wise out the box as far as just defaults go. It has probably the most natural color as uh, the most natural color out of the three. Both the S21 and the Link 2C are probably the most washed out. But again, the S21 just has much better uh, image quality and clarity. Um, and then we're gonna get back out of that. um, but yeah, so this is just the default out the box look of the Insta360 camera. With a little bit of fiddling in the color correction settings, you can make it look better. I'm not sure what they did to make the image look as good as they did on some of the reviews because I just don't see it. The sensor or whatever it is just does not seem to work well with the lower light settings. Like I said, the blacks of this, and a lot of the videos that I saw that had really good quality, they had studio lighting and uh, pretty much presenting the camera in the best possible conditions. But the thing is, in the real world, or someone just starting off that's on a budget, we're not going to have all that. Just to get some white light on me right now, I have a white square on my monitor. So, again, I'm a big person on uh, using what you have to the best of your ability. That is actually an idea that I have for video, showing my setup from my computer to my streaming setup. Just my overall philosophy of using what you have without having to spend too much money and get the most out of it. So, uh, those are my thoughts on the Insta360 Link 2C camera. If you have any opinions on my video, please leave a comment. All the normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, or dislike it if you didn't like it. Again, this is please be kind. This is my first video, so um, but yeah, thank you very much, and you have a good night.